So, we just saw Magnificent Seven.
Yo, what up? We're about to watch Magnificent Seven. We got Morgan. We're gonna do a movie review on this, by the way. We got our popcorn. It's gonna be sick. Yo, why are you stealing my popcorn?
Why is my chair so squeaky?
And it was okay. It was directed by Antoine Fuqua, I think I'm pronouncing that right. And he's directed movies such as Training Day, The Equalizer, and Southpaw. And I've seen all these movies, and they were pretty good. The characters in this movie were decent. Chris Pratt didn't really have one. He just felt like Chris Pratt, that funny guy who everyone likes. Denzel Washington, Lee Brian Hung, and Ethan Hawke. I actually felt for these characters, and that makes your movie 10 times better. Also, Peter Sagal played a pretty good antagonist. He felt intimidating and threatening every single time he was on screen. But there was one thing about this movie that was really annoying. Literally every single scene had music in it. Like every shot, everything had music in it. Not saying the music was bad, even though it wasn't really anything special, but it was just that you didn't need music in all these shots. There was a scene at the end of the movie where the enemies were shooting like a big machine gun at the town, but it didn't feel that powerful because there was music in the background, and the gunshots weren't that loud. I want to compare this to The Dark Knight because there was a police chase scene with the Joker, and there was no music, which made it feel more intense. And also, the opening scene in Saving Private Ryan where they're on the beach, when the Germans were shooting their machine guns, it was so loud, which made you feel like you're actually in war. And little things like this make your movie feel more immersive. So everything about this movie wasn't bad. Like, there were actually a lot of good shots. The story was not that bad. Basically, the whole story is that there was this town that got invaded by these bad guys, and now they take over, and then these 7 cowboys come and kill a couple of the bad guys there, and send the other one to go tell their boss that they took over the town again and like saved it. And they know that those guys are gonna come back and try to take it back, so they set up and train citizens there to help shoot them. And this brings me to one of like the really good sequences. Like, they see all the horses lined up, like the bad guys on their horses lined up, and they're waiting inside the town, waiting for them to come. And then the horses start to ride, so they're all like riding on like the grass, going to the town. And like all the TNT was like set up, ready for the bad guys to run over it, and you just feel really hyped. Overall, the movie was pretty decent. It was a heartfelt action western experience. And if you're a fan of western movies, I'd recommend to go see it. And I'm giving this a 6.5 out of 10.
This is how it's gonna be. This is what you think of me. It's going down like I told you. This is how it's gonna be.